let's look at everything coming up in Hello Kitty Island Adventure this week and next month. Just this past week, we saw Content Update 2 finally coming out on the Switch. So if you play on Nintendo Switch or Switch 2, be sure you've downloaded that update. If you have, your starting screen will look different. Now it's all summary with updated music. And if you get stuck on anything, I have streamed this update twice, once on Apple Arcade and just this past week on Switch 2. And for the first time, all three platforms are basically on the same version. And now that Content Update 2 and The Big Secret is finally on all the platforms, and it's been a few days, you may start to see some of my thumbnails start to show The Big Secret. There are video guides on the channel for some of those quests in Content Update 2, so if you're stuck on something, consider looking for those guides or the live stream. And if there's something you're looking for and it's not on there, let me know in a comment or in Discord, because I'm still working on additional guides. Now let's look at this week, Thursday through Monday. That's July 3rd through the 7th. The travelers you could see visiting include Espresso, Coco, My Melody's Grandma and Grandpa, Haida, Gory, Washimi, and Buppy. And remember, because it is summer, you could see Pam and Tam traveling at any time. Maybe most importantly this week, 2 of our big events are ending, so you want to make sure you're collecting that last currency and remembering to spend it. The paper parade will end July 1st, that's on Tuesday, so make sure you're spending your currency over the next 2 days. I tend to try to spend all mine the day before, just in case I miss it or the countdown is slightly off. And then the Under the Sea celebration when all that mermaid stuff ends on July 3rd. That's Thursday this week, so be sure to ask the friends for those paper crafts and run along the beach to collect those mermaid scales, and then spend them at the stands or in the shop. And remember to bring Tuxedo Sam with you for a chance at getting duplicates. With those events ending this week, you may be wondering what the next event in Hello Kitty Island Adventure will be. Most likely we'll be seeing the Sunshine Celebration return soon. Last year it ran July 10th through August 20th, and I expect we'll see somewhat of a similar schedule, especially since we're anticipating 2.7 coming out on Apple Arcade on Wednesday, July 9th. It seems like it would make sense if the Sunshine Celebration started shortly after. In year 1, the Sunshine Celebration was actually called the Summer's End Celebration, and we had a bunch of beach-themed things and a ton of dyeable clothing. Then last year, everything was lemon and citrus themed. That's where the little lemon costume comes from. So if you missed out on those things, they should be coming back soon, and then we'll have a whole new set of things. For those of you who play on Apple Arcade and played this event last year, we already have a preview of some of the character costumes in the game. And if anybody wants to start guessing at those furniture items, the silhouettes are already in our collections menu. It looks like there's going to be a ton of stuff to collect, and potentially some really interesting looking items. And then later in July, we're likely to see the return of the Friendship Festival, which in year 1 was the launch celebration. Last year gave us outfits for all the characters and matching ones for ourselves, as well as a bunch of buddy emotes. Again, those who played last year on Apple Arcade already have a preview of this year's friend outfits, and everybody can see the silhouettes in the collections menu if you want to start guessing at the items and outfits. Friendship Festival falls around the original anniversary of the game release. The game was released on July 28th, 2 years ago, so we're looking at the 2nd anniversary of the game, but it mostly celebrates the International Day of Friendship on July 30th. Last year we saw the event start July 25th, so most likely we'll see this event again starting sometime in late July. So if you've been waiting for Sunshine Celebration or Friendship Festival clothing or furniture for various visitors, you won't have to wait much longer. Speaking of visitors, in July we have a few visitors with birthdays. That means they're going to be on your island on their birthday as long as you have a cabin prepared for them. On July 10th we have Kuropi's triplet siblings, Koropi and Piki. And then on July 25th, it is Coco and Nuts' birthday, so you'll be able to see both Coco and Nuts on your island as long as you have a cabin prepared, even though Nuts doesn't visit in the summer. So you'll be able to get one more visit from him out of season, and if you just need one more for him to move in, you may want to prioritize him. Make sure you don't have many other visitors who could be visiting on that day, so you have a good chance of getting a quest from him. So Coco and Nuts on July 25th, Kuropi's siblings on July 10th. And remember, they'll only visit you if you have that cabin prepared and you already have them unlocked as visitors in your visit visitor app. And in addition to visitor birthdays, we have character birthdays. On July 6th, it's My Sweet Piano's birthday. On July 10th, we have Kropi. And July 27th is Pickle. So we're gonna have a month full of birthday quests in the game. Remember, those are only open for about a week. They often start a couple days before the birthday and then extend after. And with each birthday, we have a short quest, crafting plans for decorative balloons, a party favor item, and now we can also collect decorating kits for birthday cakes that you can only collect during that 1 week period by picking up whatever random item My Melody tells us about and getting them as a bonus item. And then you can cook with them at any time to make their birthday cake. The first time you gift it to them during that period, you'll have unique dialogue with that visitor. So far, you can only do the birthday quest once. So if you did it last year and you got the decorative balloon craftable and the party favor, this year you'd just be looking for decorating kits, making the cake, and gifting it to the friend. However, we do get to see the decorations from their quest, even if you did the quest last year. Two other game-related but not in-game things. Last week, we saw the launch of the first official merch for the game, a collab between Sanrio and Sonics on Nintendo Switch 2 and Switch cases and thumb grips. And currently, the game is on sale on Steam and Switch. So if you've been trying to get one of your friends to play, or if you wanted to gift it to somebody, it is on sale right now. And Steam and Switch recently saw updates, so they're currently on par with Apple Arcade with the exception of City Town. I think that's all the Hello Kitty Island Adventure news and things we know so far. I'm sure we'll start to see hints and previews for 2.7 on Apple Arcade pretty soon, and maybe more to come. And I'll let you know as we find things out. Subscribe for more Hello Kitty Island Adventure content, and turn on notifications to find out the next time we go live. Hope to see you there.